He's here. Just going to go quickly go through the analysis, and then we can have a discussion or any questions. The reason that you need to mute yourself is because the guys that are going to come on and watch the analysis later, they're going to be a bit confused because every time someone talk, the chart moves, so it disappears. So that is the reason that you need to unmute yourself while I'm doing the markup, and then we can have a discussion after. That'd be great, and that would speed things up as well. Right, thanks. I'm not going to wait for anybody because it's going to get recorded, so hopefully they can come back and watch it. Right, just as usual, just a weekly markup, and then we're going to take a trade based on that. And before I start this, I just want to show you guys just a little few things that. First of all, thank you guys for doing the survey. That had actually showed me a few of the things that I need to do in terms of signals. I need to alter a few things because of the size of the accounts as well. Because before I was randomly sending signals based on I don't know what the account is, I don't know what the experience or anything, all based on just aiming at everybody at the same way. But now I've got the information, enough information to say what kind of trade I need to need to send out to give us the better chances. But one thing I need to show you, I just done on a spreadsheet, just a few things that could make a bit more sense if I can get it. I'm going to share that one first before I start my markup. Okay. If I can get it, okay, I'm going to stopping that share here. Let me change the screen. I can find my spreadsheet. There. Bear with me for 1 second. Looking for the spreadsheet. Coming on. For some reason, I can't get the screen up. Right, guys, can you see a screen here? Just a spreadsheet screen, not the chart, just a spreadsheet.
Yes.
Anyone just yes, okay, that's great. That is based on the account size of you guys, most of you guys. So what I've done is it's all those accounts here. For example, the account size, say someone with 250, 500,000, 3,000, and 5,000. Just the numbers here, the size of the account. And here is basically everyone going to take a risk of 3%, and worked out this is the 3% of these accounts. And this is a stop loss, say 150, for example, 150 pips stop loss. And we're targeting 300 pips, for example, in that trade. But if you win the trade, if you win the trade, 250 would make £15, and 500 account would make £30, 1,000. So it goes on based on the account. And we're holding 1%. I'm going to tell you the reason behind that. So when you guys actually, a lot of you guys, what you guys are doing is, I don't know how you're actually managing your risk, but you need to understand that the bigger the account, the bigger the target you can set. For example, like someone with, because I've been sending daily signals, more hourly signals, it's got huge reward or huge risk as well. So that's why the small account, you have to be very careful in terms of taking those signals, with 30 pips, 20 pips stop loss. It is great when it goes for you. With a small account, when it goes for you, it's fantastic. It just hits you into those 6%, 10% gain within a short space of time. At the same time, you have 2-3 trades going against you, then your account is in a shaky position because your account is so small, can't take another 3 trade. And also, if 3 trades running and you're in a negative with 3 trades, you don't have anything to go back with. you are kind of locked until those trades closed, maybe in profit, ideally. But if it goes against you and you're trying to take another, say, 3 trades, you don't have much room to work with. Where someone with 500, they would have a bit more space. Someone with 1,000, they would have even more. 3,000 is someone who would be not even looking at those kind of trades. They're like, 6% is not going to do anything to my account. 5%, sorry, 5 grand account. These guys are not going to even bothered if all 3 goes and hit their stops, because they know maximum they're going to lose is something like about 600 on their account, and they got 5 grand to go back with. So it all depends on the account. It plays a big part on those trades. And also the safest one is a swing trade for those accounts up to say 1,000. To build those accounts is the best to do a swing trades, which is bigger stop or reduce your lot size but it's automatically reduce itself. I'm sure, I don't know if you guys uploaded, there's a software I posted on the channel to say you guys upload into your MT4 or MT5. It automatically calculates your risk. So for example, when you go on it, you say 150 stop loss, automatically going to calculate your lot size for you. I think it works with 2 to 3% risk on them as well, but it automatically calculate the risk, the lot size for you. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is, with a small account, you have to take it easy, because slowly you have to build it. Because if you're targeting, say, with the same trade, you're targeting someone who's targeting, say, 300, say 5 grand account, he's targeting 300, and with your 200, you're targeting same. It's just a matter of time your account going to go, because you cannot risk someone with that kind of money. Sorry, that kind of account. His account is not even at 1%, not even at a risk. With that kind of account, risking 300, 150 is nothing, pretty much close to nothing. For someone with that account and risking similar thing, it's a matter of time your account going to go. If you have a bad week, which we did last week, where hit and miss, and you're trying to overtrade, maybe he's trying to say, okay, I'm going to go for another trade to make it back. You don't have enough to do that. You have to let that trade run for long as possible, which is a swing trade. But your stop loss minimum you have to target is 150 pips stop loss on if you're going for the swing. 250 pips stop loss. Those are the stop loss that you have to go with. But at the same time, you need the money as well. So I am going to do my best to go with the smallest stop as possible. Will be less trade, but those are the ones that are going to be waiting, and hopefully when you get it, will be in our direction. So those ones we can't just randomly go and take the trade, because even if it's a good trade, it could go into a drawdown of say 100 pips and then eventually drop. So if it goes, your account is there, going to 100 pips stop, drawdown, you are kind of on minus with that trade for maybe a week. We could run to 2 weeks if the price is ranging for 100 pips of, sometimes price get trapped, range for 100 pips for week, days, eventually break out. So if you get into that with 3 trades, so for example, you took 3 trades and 3 trades gone against it, but overall is likely to come back in profit, going to, so you're pretty much 9% is hanging there. So you don't have much room to take more trades. So that is the reason that you have to be patient with this kind of account. But eventually, I'm positive that we're going to grow those accounts. But you have to be very patient. You have to take it easy, and aim. I will post you on the signals as well, which one is most suitable for you guys. But target those ones with a long stop loss. But you're going to make less overall, but your account is not going to be in a risk, where if you can hold on for say 2 days, 3 days, even if it's in a minus, but you're not stopped out, you have room to even go with another trade. If I find the entry, I can go with another trade and make it back if the direction changes. But you have to be in a position to hold those trades for as long as possible. Um, with the swing trades, as I said, I've got my swing trades running for the last 3 months now. How do I do those ones? I really don't even look at them trades. It goes to like 100 pips, 200 pips, 300 pips, 1 to 500 pips minus. I was marked off. I was still 100 pips away from the stop. I kept it. So what happened? As soon as I saw the direction change, I added 2% from the top, because I already had that. When I say the whole 1%, 1 to 2%, you keep it. if the trade goes not against you, but following your analysis, but decide to do a rally opposite direction, but within your analysis, then what you do is you wait for another entry and you can add that 1%. Maybe say, for example, 150 pips stop loss is market gone 200 pips minus, but everything else is fine and you saw a reversal took place on your direction. So what you do, you just add that 1% from the top. And when that happens, although it's 1%, your stop is 50 pips. So you actually, when it comes into your profit, this 1% is kind of, you're going to end up with that 1%. Your first 3% is going to be same with 1% going to be added up same as your 3%. So you're going to come out with pretty much 6% if you go and hit your final target. So that 1% 10 to 3% if it goes into your direction, because you're starting from all the way from the top. So that's how you do it when you do a swing trade. You, if for some reason it goes against, you don't just jump in to add your position. You wait, you see a reversal took place, you add that 1% from the top. And when that happens and it goes into your direction, then you make pretty much 6, 7, 8, 10%, some cases 15%. It happens that way. I've done Euro NZD example, which I could actually show you in the channel as well. It's been 3 months. I've been in negative with one position, 300 pips, or yeah, 350 to 500 pips on one trade minus. But I actually right now I'm in the 3 position. I'm in positive. One position is still in minus 100 pips. So have I won the trade or have I lost the trade? I actually won the trade because I already made 700 pips on that trade while it's in minus. So that can be done is through swing trade, and you are risking very small. You don't actually go in with 3% straight away. If your target is 3% altogether, you go with 1%. Maximum, I would say 2%. You go in first time. If it goes as planned, then you can add while it's going in your direction rather than in negative. But you have that 1% always free, just in case the trade goes against you and direction changes before you stop. You can add that 1% to make it back pretty much 6% with 1% at the end. So that's one way of doing swing trade, which is I'm going to do more of that now, because I know, guys, anything from one grand, which I always recommend. I don't recommend anyone to jump in with 1 grand if they don't have any knowledge. Someone who's got enough knowledge how to manage the trade, I always recommend to come in with 1,000. The reason for that is if you're going to be spending, say, with one trade, you took a trade and pretty much you haven't done anything but trade gone against you, not against you, like gone minus, you haven't seen the profit for a week, then all of a sudden on the second week, trade come into your favor, hit your target, you made 60 quid. But that 60 quid is a lot of money if you're not doing anything. That trade is done itself. So you made it 60 quid. So it's worth the wait. But if you're going to be on this account here where you waited 2 weeks later, you made say 15 quid, it's more like if you depend how much time and effort you're spending, is it 15 quid worth 2 weeks of hard work? For some people might be, most people might not be. But around 60, I would say someone, they haven't done anything, but the trade is gone for them. 2 weeks later, they made it 60 quid. So that is worth the wait. With 3 grand, they made 180 without them doing anything. It's worth the wait for 2 weeks. 300. So it depends on the account, depends what your target is based on that. But I would say anyone with 60, if anyone makes 60 quid or $60, say in a week or 2 weeks later with one trade without them doing anything, then I would say it's worth holding the trade. But if you're going to make 15 quid, then sometime you'll be like, is it worth for me to wait 2 weeks to make 15 quid on a trade? Ideally, no. But then you have to look at your account size. With that account, to make 15 quid is a lot of money. It's all based on the account as well. So with 200 around this area, guys, anything under 5, just be a bit more patient and just be very careful with your risk, manage your risk properly. And as I said, if I have a good run of last 3 months when I was hardly hitting any losses, those things, it happens, but you can't expect all the time. We're going to have those bad weeks where hit and miss. But when you have a good week, you have to have the money there. You can't have, because of bad weeks, your account is gone. You can't have that. Even if you lose 10%, you go and hit and miss 10% loss. But when you have a good week and you got the money there, those money will be made back. But on your bad week, if you decide to go aggressive and end up losing 50% of your account here, on your good week, you can't really trade. Even in a good trades, you can't go in because you don't have enough money. So that is the reason that you need to manage your risk, because we cannot say we're going in a trade and we're going to win. It all depends what the market is going to do. We're going to follow our strategy, we're going to follow our markup, and then we go. But the risk is so important. Even 150 pips, some trades I have to go with 250 pips because I know that trade is, I'm not even expecting anything back until a week or 2 weeks later. So market always daily moves of average currencies, you would say about 100 pips minimum. Some of them do 150, but most in average about 100 pips movement, daily movement. So you in a trade, you jumped in a trade and gone against your 100 pips on the first day, then if the market doesn't turn next day, you're gonna get stopped out because it could do another 200 pips the opposite, same direction. So that is the reason that you need the stop. Depends how long you plan to hold the trade. So if I'm planning to hold a trade for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I have to go with 250 pips stop. I have to go with minimum 150 pips stop because I know those market could make those kind of moves within that time before even change directions. So if you see those big stops, guys with a good like those kind of account, decent account size, you can go into those trades. You don't have to you just manage your risk. I would say don't go with anything more than 3%, and then just jump into those trades. You don't have to look for anything else. But guys with a small account, you just have to be a bit cautious in terms of which trades are you taking. Those 250 pips, is your account is big enough to hold 250 pips? If it is, then go for it. And if you think no, it's going to take your 10% on that trade, don't take it, because those trades might not be probably not be suitable for your account. So go with your whatever the risk is, which I recommend maximum of 3% on a trade. Go with that, and then work out does that stop fall into your 3%? Because if this is a 300 pips, this your 3% is going to exceed. So this trade is not going to be suitable for you. So if your account is 1,000 and you worked out, you stop, and overall actually 3%, I'm all right. So you go into that trade. But if it's something like that where it's going to be 10%, 5% on your account, which means that trade is not suitable for your account, because I'm going to send those trades. Just literally anyone can decide if they want to take it or not. But if it's a good trade that I believe that 300 pips stop is worth taking, we are not taking 10% on that risk. We are still taking those 3%. All we are doing is reducing our lot size. Although the stop is bigger, but we're just reducing our lot size. That's all we are doing. So that's why I'm going to send those. If I see swing trade setup, I'm going to send them, and those are the trades that you're just going to go in with your I would say 2% first, and just leave it. If it goes against, and if I see a good entry, I'm going to go back in again. So that 1% or 2%, whatever you are happy to hold, I always have 1 to 2% ready at any time that I need. I will jump in. Even an hourly time frame, short time, 50, 60 pips, I go in and come out. So I kind of secured my trade. So I do that with my swing trade, and then I just leave it. Whatever happens, it happens. As long as I get the partial profit out of that trade, I just leave it. So as I said, like example of UNZD, it's been where I've been in the trade for coming to 3 months now. As soon as I put the trade, it just shot up 300 pips within 2 days. That kind of surprised me, but that didn't stop me from the trade because I already know how much I'm going to lose on the trade. Left it. It went for 3 weeks in a row, rallied. Eventually, just pips before my stop, and direction changed. And what happened? Did I just let it that just to go into profit? It will take me 3 months before I can see a break even. So I jumped on the top, entered 2%. Now 2% pretty much recovered all. I'm in a pretty much huge profit because with one trade, 600, 200 pips in profit. And overall, with the first position, I'm still in 100 pips minus. So although I was in minus, I already made that money for the trade. So that can be done with a swing trade. So that is the reason that I am actually spending a lot of time here. So you guys understand, you have to target what is your account allow you to. Someone with $5 account and someone with two grand account, the person could be more experienced, it could be more knowledgeable. But the guy with $5 account, although he don't have much knowledge, but he's got the power on his hand. So you cannot compete with him as yet. Eventually, when you get closer to him, you get to 5 and 5, then the experience is going to come and say who's a better trader or who can actually expect more. Until then, you are there, and someone with less knowledge but he's got the money, finance power, you cannot compete as yet. So you have to take those steps before you get to that kind of level. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Just take it easy, and don't try to rush to make the account enlarge, increase the account. The account is going to grow if you start managing it correctly. Otherwise, as I said, you're just not going to be in the game for long. Because these accounts, I'm seeing the reason I'm actually focusing on that figure there, 250. I see guys don't even respect that money, because what happens is they expect that one trade to make it 250, second trade to make it another 250. Their account is almost in 1,000. They can trade. What happens? Sometimes they do it, and then as soon as they go to 1,000, they forget how they got to 1,000. They follow the same pattern, eventually blow the account, because they're following this thing a crazy risk to get to there by luck or whatever it is. They got it, then they start following the same pattern. Eventually, just boom, the account is gone in a week. So that is the reason that whatever you do here is going to make a massive impact on when you get to there as well. And if you start to follow a wrong pattern here, I 10 grand is not going to take you weeks. You're going to do it. There's no doubt about it. It's all about how you get to there. If you try to rush it to there, this is going to just fall back. It's not going to take long for you to drop. And if you do it properly and you build it slowly and with the right strategy, with the right risk, and you get to there, it could take you a long time, but if you get to there, from there, there's no limit for you, because you know how hard you work from there to there. It is very easy. It's about how you get to different stages. So you need to set your target from 250. What is your target for next 3 months? What is your target for this week? You need to build those targets. Otherwise, you're going to trade randomly. You see a signal, you're just going to jump in because you want to make money. It's not going to work like that. You need to understand that, and every individual have different target. 550, he probably say I'm happy. 1,000, he probably say I'm happy with 20 quid a day, long as I'm not losing too much. The guy with 5 grand, he probably say, you know what, whatever happens, long as I'm not losing, I'm happy with 50 grand. Sorry, $50. It all depends individual target. So that's what you need to set before you start moving forward. Right, guys. I had to explain that quite clearly. I hope that message is quite clear. But as I said, you need to focus on more swing trade. And those are the things that I'm going to focus on more. Daily trades, which I'm going to send. Every trade I take, I'm going to send. But more focus is going to be on more swing, because based on those accounts. Right. So this is the oh, sorry. I think I haven't changed this. I don't think I have changed the screen. Right. While we are there, anyone got any questions in terms of that? What I've just gone through? Well, I've probably gone too fast. Any question up to what I was discussing is not part of it. It's just about how you guys manage those trades and take your trades. Anyone got any questions up to here? If not, I'll just move on to my analysis. Okay. Right, guys. Can someone just confirm me that you can see my chart clearly, Euro USD?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Right. That's Euro USD here. So that is weekly chart, by the way. I'm looking at it because I need to put a mark on a level, at least support and a resistance level on weekly before I move into my usual daily. Because overall, I want to see a bigger picture. So I'm quickly looking at where Euro USD on weekly. So I need to find where the support level is and where possible resistance level is. For me, it's more I need to find out where the support is. This is clearly a support level there, where the red mark is. How? Market bounced here, price rejection, market bounce, price rejection. And also if you look to the left, you see price rejection. So we know it's a significant level without even doing anything else. We just straight away know this is a significant level. So that's all I need to know on weekly. And that is an uptrend clear uptrend. That is a weekly clear uptrend. There's no two ways about it. Took a pullback, and this pullback quite possibly this is where the turning point and continue. So we need to now going back to daily as usual. The main one. How does the daily look? Daily clearly is a downtrend. From there. Yeah, it is a quite strong downtrend after that. But overall, we know weekly direction is to that more to the top. All right. So that is a one resistance level I just marked up. That is a resistance level, major one, because I'm not focusing on those mini ones, the small ones as yet. We'll make that bigger here. We marked it up. We found a level, a significant level there. Now we want to see what are the chances of taking a rally. What is the chances of reversing from here? Now we need to look for any reversal pattern. We saw a reversal took place here. Market up to rally took place of 500, just about 500 pips of rally. So now market is about to reverse, looking to reverse from same area. If this happens, next move is likely to be there. That is where the next likely move is around 119. That is likely move if this formed yet. So how do I know it's a reversal? Possible reversal is because there is a candlestick there, the green candle. You can see one candle reversal pattern is engulfed, but it's not. It's forming. It's not confirmed as yet. We just have to wait for confirmation. Candle reversal. So next thing is I'm waiting to see where the pullback market again. Or now I'm going to go into my hourly. So this is where I'm going to mark up next turning point. This one. This is where the next possible price go and test to the top, or it's going to come back down. So let's see, go into hourly. Saying us, hourly showing us finally broke out. That is what hourly showing. Strong downtrend is the structure broken here. This is where this down there market rallied up. So now has to be here. Is this a test and continue, or is that going to test and just break through and test back to this area? So that is the only thing that we need to focus on. So now pretty much our entry, we just focus on our entry. It is we're going towards buy here because downtrend broke out. We need confirmation to see if this breakout is correct or is a false. Only way we'd know is if this price doesn't drop here. If the price doesn't drop below and it's trying to make a rally, make a new high, we got confirmation. It's more to the top. But at the moment, we just have to watch out for this area. When the market open, or even in the morning, does the market come and test and fail? If it fails, chances are more likely you're going to rise to the top. And if it breaks through, we have to be patient and see what it does around this area. Does it come back and test this again, or just rally from there? So right now, this is the only thing that we are going to focus on. This area here, which is 1370. Is the market coming to test again, or is it going to break through? If it breaks through, if it breaks this out, we're going to buy it. We're going to buy it around here. This is the area that we're going to buy, just below this 12 to 18, just yeah, around it. So first target is going to be we're going to target about 80 to 90. We're going to make that pattern forming. It's not confirmed. We just want to see a bit more confirmation. And if you see this is correct, we're going to take a position, long position. So that is the setup, and the stop loss it has to be around here. Stop loss has to be around here. 1285, around 1285. This is where they stop us if we're going to take that trade. We can go in with a tight stop loss here. That all depends how this level, how the price reject here. If I see a good rejection there, up here and then go for it. Ideally, it's to be. This is where I'm going to take my stop and target 18 to 18. That's where I'm going to target this trade this week. Unless major news popping up. Apart from that, setup technical side is a buy right now. We're just waiting for the pullback. So that's Euro USD, guys. My setup is to buy because unless it breaks through there, then it's to the sell. But I've seen one pattern. That is the reason that I'm more strong towards buy. I've just spotted one candle reversal. It's not confirmed yet, so just waiting for a bit more confirmation. So that's Euro USD. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy. USD CHF, guys. There's something that we need to watch out. That could possibly a good trade. As I said, I don't trade much, but this markup has been there for 3 weeks, and the move took place on Friday, but unfortunately, we kind of missed that entry. Where is it? This one is appealing to me now. Why test? Right, that's in daily. I want to see weekly. Run see is. Was a nice strong rejection. I think it was on Thursday. Price rejected. Was just about to break through. If it had gone through there, possibly gone another 20 pips up. Was still a breakout. But then price closed below. Price on Friday. Yeah, close. I just want to see. That is Friday's close, which is 11029. So that is Friday's close. So let's look at daily because this is where the price is going to now. It's likely we're going to see this happening on USD CHF. Back here because this is a more of price range now. Yes, it's exactly around this area. So now we're going to see price trapped around here, which is you're looking at about 300 to 500 pips movement of up and down. So it's a good place to actually sell and good place to buy. So right now we need to see a bit more confirmation on that one. At the moment, we got a good rejection last.
Okay, the sound is gone. You are muted. There is no sound.
Aki cannot hear you.
Somebody is muting everybody. Okay. Continue.
Georgie, I think you muted Aki.
Somebody muted me. Right, okay. Right, thanks a lot, Sherwood. Yeah, somebody muted me. I don't know how this happened. Okay, guys, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. I think somebody accidentally muted me. Okay, no problem. So as long as you can see my chart clearly, it's fine, yeah? All right, guys, UCCHF, this is the one that is playing up a bit, quite a bit, but we saw our first time in how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much 3 weeks or 4 weeks. We saw first time we saw some selling pressure here after a long time. Is this going to follow through? Yeah, it doesn't look like. It doesn't look as it's following through, but you see this, what we can do on this one is if we see price reject anywhere around here, this is where price rejected, right? On Monday, what we need to focus on is how that Monday candle closes, or how the candle rallies. If it rallies to the top, we need to see if Monday we should not take USDCHF unless we see a price rejection somewhere around here. Yeah, somewhere around 100, 10082. It's basically around this top of this candle. We see a rejection there, then we can look to take a position with a very, very tight stop loss. Or unless we see Monday close is below, say, 99, sorry, yeah, below 101.00, below that, then we can look to take a sell position on Monday or Tuesday. But we like to see that price is below around here. We like to see that this price is around somewhere around here. Or, as I said, if it rallies and fail here, then we got even less risk to reward, or even we can take it from there. If this level takes out around this, we can easily see this rolling over, showing a great sign of pattern is forming. It's not confirmed yet. It's not exactly similar as Euro USD. Euro USD in this because Friday finish is kind of bit worrying on this one. But if we see a rejection here, we're going to sell this one. We're going to sell if we see price going back, fail to go above this candle, we're going to sell. So that one is pretty much we're waiting for this pattern to form. It's not confirmed yet. There's no reversal confirmed. This candle was, but the Friday trying to push the price back up again. So let's see if you can find anything, any reason for this to sell this one. Let's go on to have a quick look at for hourly. See, is there anything that is worth looking at? Still clear uptrend. Either direction we look at, still clear uptrend. It tried to break this structure. You can see it there. I'll draw a trend line. This is the one that I was about to send the signal to say, I think we got a confirmation. Market just rallied within the last 4 hours later. So if you can see my red line moving there, it actually broke out of this structure there 4 hourly. Then what happened 2 hours later? Market just rallied back inside. So it's kind of, it was a false breakout. So right now his focus is here. Is this a pullback? Is this a pullback, or is it just trying to catch sellers out? We need to find out on when the market open. We see price struggling around here, then we can think about taking a short position. But if the price just goes boom straight to there, then this one is not ready yet. It's all about how the market when they open, how the market is reacting around this area. If we see a lot of strong selling pressure, we're starting to see that kind of thing forming, then we can say, okay, possibly this is a pullback. At the moment, this candle is quite a worrying candle. This is the reason that we can't jump into sell. At the moment, it's still within the strong uptrend. So let's go to hourly. We're looking for any sort of clue we can get to look to sell this one. At the moment, as I said on Thursday, was a great sign to sell. But Friday just rallied up. Okay, so what do we see now? There's a bit more clear picture here. So that is the reason that, guys, you need to look at different time frames. Showing you no, no, no. Another time frame saying there's 50-50 chance. And this one is showing me actually a sell here, which I couldn't see it in any other time frame. This one actually saying it's pretty much ready to sell this one. How? Clear uptrend. There's no two ways about it. But market from all the way from there rallied all the way down. When a big move takes place like this in a daily move of pretty much 260 pips, a decent move. It's not a big move, but decent move. So next day, what is done it just retraced back. That's what it's done. It hasn't gone above, as you can see there, it hasn't gone above this breakout. So it's one to test. Now we just have to see, is this level holding? If you see this holding, then we can actually look to short this one. We just have to clearly focus on this area. And next move, if it comes back, if we decide to take a trade, what we have to focus on is, if you take this trade around here, we have to watch this level here, is 50 pips. If it goes and make a low here, then pretty much you will see a lot of selling pressure. This area is very low because market could come back, test to the top. So we have to watch out. If we do take this trade around this area, we have to see the next next selling pressure. Does it take it below this level or not? If it does, then I can see a lot of selling pressure coming. And if this holds, then it's worrying because it could just rally to the top again. So there's two things to consider on this one. Does it go back and test Friday's high? If it does, we'll be waiting patiently to take a sell position based on that level. Alternatively, as I said, if we struggle this area, we see a lot of selling pressure coming, and then we can take a short position on this one. So that one is more on the side, just going to keep eye on it because it's not fully ready yet. So that's Euro CHF. As I said, Euro CHF got potential for this move. Look at daily there. It's got huge potential for this move. From there to possibly there, or even all the way here, which is a weekly range. It could come and test again and just go back up and down for weeks. So this is possible with USDC. This is the reason I'm keeping eye on this one. Because if I can take one of those positions at a turning point like this, you can pretty much leave it for a few days, few weeks. So I'm going to keep eye on this one. And as I said, what I've shown you, if you see something happening, even if I'm not sending signals, with a small risk, you can take that position on that. All right, that's that. And use the JPY. Right, GPJPY, this is the one that I'm kind of putting on one side because I need to see if there's anything with Brexit, anything happening this week. Otherwise, this one is pretty much giving me a signal for buy. The GPJPY has given me a signal to buy. On daily, I got a signal for buy.
Ainat, can you mute yourself?
Sorry?
Ainat, can you mute yourself?
All right. Okay, I'll go back and mute them.
Because this Tuesday we cannot.
Right. Yeah. Okay, guys. Right. GPJPY. This is the one that only thing is Brexit news this week. If not, I'll go buy a signal on this one. Again. Right. This one, I gotta buy a signal on this one daily. Still need to look at the week as well. As you can see, this one. If there's no Brexit news, because I know it's in 2 weeks' time there is announcement. In between that time, I'm not sure if there's anything. I need to quickly check before I take my position. But this one, I gotta buy a signal here on daily. All I'll be waiting for this one is to do this. Pull back. It could take price to 45, or it could be 46. 46. I see that price is there. I'll be taking. I would have taken a buy position on this one without any hesitation. But I need to see if there's what is happening with Brexit, because this one is pretty much giving me buy signal on daily candle. As you can see, my arrow is pointing. This arrow there, that is my buy signal. You see this arrow here, that is my buy signals. Every time you look at those arrow buy signals, it has fallen through, not a single one missed. And pretty much every one of my buy signals, sell signals, you see the arrow there, sell signals did follow through. Buy signals did follow through. This is the only one that missed out. Sell signal there, false. But overall, so this is the reason that I will not touch this one on sell. I will be looking to buy this one. A pullback, yes, 100 pips, it could be there. Those are the ones that can be taken, the tight stop loss. But this one is I got to buy signals on daily. So that is the reason that I'm not going to touch this one on sell until if I see a pullback to 45, 46. Those are the area that I will be focusing to take a buy position on this one, unless there's a major news on Brexit. Apart from that, this one is heading to, based on my analysis, is taking this price is going to 49, around 48, 49 to 51. Those are the area that we're heading towards, based on the signal I've got on Friday, sorry, on Thursday. This is what I'm looking at now. All about, is the pullback taking place around here? I see a rejection there. I'll be buying. Stop is going to be around here, and target there. Then final target is going to be at 51. So that got potential right now, sign of a reversal here. And pretty much, as you can see, this candle here, this is the signal. This is my signal candle. Right now is what I pull back, because otherwise I could get trapped here. Because this one is still following the downtrend, as you can see it there. You could fool me by doing this. You could just do one of them and then straight down. So that is the reason that I need to see a pullback, a reasonable pullback. At the moment, it's not strong enough for me to say, let's buy it. It just hasn't given me the enough, clear enough pullback to, as you can see, the strong uptrend is holding. This hourly uptrend is holding very, very strong. This hasn't broken through that trend line. Even 4-hourly, it's just, this is what I'm waiting for. For me to go buy on this one, I need to see something like that. At least I need to see up to 45.80. If I see 45.80, and this is where I would be happy to buy it from. 45.80, around 45. Well, if I could get it anywhere, say back to 44.50, I will not even look second time. I will buy it. So that is what I'm waiting for. I need to see a reasonable pullback. Target is to buy from 40, anywhere around 45. That is my target to buy this one. But I don't know if it's going to get to 45. Even at 46, I will be looking for buying signals. On hourly, for hourly, I see buy signals. I'll be buying this one around 45, even on 46. Depends how the market reacts. So that one is pretty much for me is I'm looking to buy this one. There's no two ways about this one because I got buy signal on daily. All about Brexit, how things go. If there's nothing changed, this one is going to, based on my setup, it is going to 49. That's what I'm looking at right now. Unless there's a major changes with Brexit news deals, then we'll see a massive drop. Or else this one just found this turned this market around from this strong move down, and this was after a long time. This actually finished with a massive, strong, bullish move on Thursday. But then again, market just kind of stopped here. So looking right now is thinking for the next move. For me, it's more towards the top based on technical. But we'll find out. I'm going to find out if there's any news this week on Brexit. If it is, then obviously I have to be very cautious. If not, this one is likely to be taking reversal now. So yeah, 49 is the area that I will be targeting this one. If I find a buying entry. So that's that, guys. You kind of tricked me last week, but still this one is, there's no two ways about it. I will be selling this one. It's about what level do I sell it from. That's the only question. But there's no two ways about this one. I will be selling this one. It did play up a bit on Friday. The reason that I will be looking to sell, one is the based on fundamental side as well. Euro USD JPY on Friday, it should have just rallied 100, 200 pips, 150 pips, 100, 250 pips should have rallied at 3 or 1 p.m. after strong data, USD data. Why did buyers didn't jump in? That's my one question. My question is, why didn't buyers jump in with that such a strong fundamental news data? That clearly showing sellers is not that keen right now. Buyers is not that much. They're losing the interest. Still rallied up, but it took them 5 hours before they decided to do something about it. That one should have rallied at least 100 pips straight to the top, based on the fundamental. With that, your USD is. Let's look at weekly. It's a strong finish to weekly. That's the only thing that holding me back. Take a position straight away. Otherwise, I would have took a straight away position. So right now, I'm going to see. Oops, that markup is too big. This is where the last turning point. So is the market trying to go and test this? Right now, looking at weekly, yes, good possibility could go and test. But then again, when you look at daily, okay, can you please go?
It's a climbing up.
Okay, Daddy's busy. Daddy got work to do. Daddy comment. Sorry guys, I said I'm going to be there half an hour and I'm taking longer. That's why he's going a bit crazy, my little boy. Right, in terms of this one, if you look at daily, it is following this. I'll move all those lines because it's going to be too much confusing. So this one is, this is the area that I'm focusing on. This is where I'm focusing on right now. I see price on Monday, sorry, on the market open on Monday or even up to Tuesday. I see the price is hovering around this area and not finding a way of getting through. I will be shorting this one again. Ideally, this is where I would like to sell it. Ideally, I would sell it below here, which is 11250. I would like to sell it below 50. That is my ideal setup. When I see a price is hovering around this area, I will be taking a short position, possibly with a stop at first here, maybe a 20-30 pips stop. But overall, this is where the stop should be. List 11460. The reason I'm not having it there is because if this level break out of this level here, it is definitely is more of, I would say about 90% is going to go and hit this level. So if it holds this level, this is where the reversal is going to take place. It's already reversal has taken place on weekly. Bigger time frame reversal has taken place. But now it's market going back to test, which is, I'll show you guys weekly. This is a reversal pattern here. This 3 candle is a reversal pattern. So now is this the only way we're going to find out if this reversal pattern is confirmed, if the market doesn't go on go above 3090. Below 3090, still that pattern is valid. At the moment, it's trying to get there. Is it going to get there or is it not? We just have to wait and find out. But at the moment, it's still doing. This reversal pattern is holding until it gets to say 114. Below 114, this sell reversal pattern is still on hold. So that is the reason that I'm looking to sell this one. There's no two ways about this one. It's a matter of time. 114 holds. This is likely places here. This is where the likely move is, which is possibly to 109, 110, around that area. So that is the reason that I am looking to sell this one, and I will be, every opportunity I get, I will take a short position on this one. This is what I'm expecting, and everything is showing me towards the down. Below 114, for me, there's no two ways about it. This one to sell. So that is the reason that I am actually looking for selling opportunity on this one. So let's see how that setup plans out. Right, guys. There isn't anything else, to be honest. Those are the ones that are going to focus on. Mainly going to focus on Euro USD, USD JPY. GBP JPY is the one that, based on if there's any news on exit, and USD CHF is on the side. If I see things that I'm looking for happens, then I'll be taking a trade. Otherwise, no. And also this, as I said, for USD JPY, this stop is ideal stop is here, and this is where I possibly go for it. And to be honest, I possibly take a stop to 11460. I just don't want to get stopped here and then take, because this one is, as I said, until break out of 114, then my setup is invalid. Until then, that one is just clear sell to me. So that is the reason that I will be willing to take a stop here at 11460, because it could take a few days, but if it turn around from there, it could be in a very good trade. So that is the reason that this one is going to sell, and the stop is likely to be likely to be here, which is 145 pips. So I will be taking that trade to hold it for a few days and see how the market reacts. To see this level holds. If this level holds, we can add as well. So that one is pretty much waiting to see, is it holding 11340 or is it going to break through 1140? So that one is pretty much, but be very careful. But as I said, based on that, I'm going to take a trade on this one. Euro USD is a pullback. Just want to confirm if this is a pullback. If it is, we're going to buy this one. So that is the setup for those pairs, guys. And as I said, just manage your risk. And even if we do take those stops to hold a trade, because we have to do that. We can't just keep going in and out of trade every minute, every hour. We have to keep one trade running for throughout the week. For 2-3 days, we list. So that is, I don't know which one is going to be. It may be USD JPY or Euro USD. 1 or 2 trade, at least one has to be hold for a few days. That is the plan to do from now. Because some of the we can't just jump in and out of every trade. Because a lot of you guys, different time, different time you're available, different time you take trades. So when you know those trades setup is there, you can just jump into that trade and you can just leave it for a day or two. For short-term trades, if you're not available at all time, then you should not take those trades, guys. 30-40 pips, those are the ones you have to manage it so well. Because we're looking for one move of 40-50-60 pips and then out. So those are the ones that you have to be. And if you're busy, look at those, then just don't take those trades. Those are for guys that they actually available those time. If they're free, then they can take those ones, because that one is 30 pips stop loss. It's 90% of the time it's going to go and hit your stop. But if the move take place, you can just come out at 40-60 pips. So that is the reason that the short-term trades, hourly trades, are for the guys that are available at the time. So hopefully I can explain everything clearly. And also, guys, which is great to see. And guys that are not available for either minimum of one of the sessions, European session or US sessions, it's going to be very tough for you guys. The reason for that is those are two sessions that is most trading opportunities, and you're not going to be able for at least for one. It's going to be very, very difficult for you. So somehow you need to find a way of making those times, or as I said, you just stick to your swing trades. Because for you guys who's not available for your session, there's no point even looking at those short-term trades, because if you're not going to be available, chances are you're not going to make anything on those trades. So best sticking to long-term trades. The long-term, as when I say long-term, you pretty much have weekly trade or possibly for 2 weeks. All depends. Very rarely I hold for 2-3 weeks, unless gold is the one that I usually hold for 3 months. But mainly it's going to be a few days. Basically, those are the targets. For guys that are not available, I know some of you guys ticked you're not available for US session, US and European session. That is the most important one. You have to be available for you to trade. Opportunities are those the 2 time sessions are most opportunities you're going to find. At least for one session, you have to be available. All right, guys. I'm just going to finish call it for the day, because I did take a lot longer than I usually do. There's a few things I need to explain to you. A lot of guys probably not here. They probably come back and watch it. So I need to make sure that they understand the risk that they need to manage and the kind of trade they should be focusing based on their account. Yeah, and hopefully we can increase our account to those levels. Obviously, everyone got the, what is that? Somebody's message. Is Aki? I'm not sure, George, what you're saying. Is Aki breaking up for you? All right, I think it's an earlier message. Sorry, I'm just reading it now. Okay, guys, you got any questions? Is there anything that you want to ask me or anything that you're unclear? Otherwise, we'll just see how the market, or when the market opens up, hopefully from tomorrow, and we'll have a good week. Any question, guys?
Okay, I had a question, but since you have to go, this was regarding the gold thing, which you told me you will be telling me on over here. The gold trade
All
that
right,
we bought.
all right. Okay, are you still on it?
No, no, no. I've already left, but I wanted to know the how did you get that precision?
All right. Okay. That's a good one, actually. All right. Why did I took that position with pretty much such a tight stop? Why did I take that one? Yeah. Okay. That's a good
Yes,
one, actually. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. I totally forgot this one. Okay, a lot of guys actually did ask me that question. Okay, why do you take the gold with such a tight stop, and you're targeting such a big target? Okay, I'll go into gold if I can find my gold, because gold chart for some reason wasn't opening up earlier on. If I can find gold. Okay. It's a one candle reversal as well. I'll show you. I can find my chart. Gold, for some reason, the chart wasn't loading properly. And also, guys, you guys are trading. I know a lot of you guys got a lot of experience, a lot of you guys new, but you need to start setting up your chart. You need to set your chart up properly. You can't just go in, randomly have a setup, and then you trade. It's just not going to happen. You need to set up your chart the way you are comfortable, the way you trade, whatever the strategy that you use. You need to set up that way. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. Because if you start getting the bad habit, it follows through throughout your trading career as well. So I don't know why a share with the gold chart wouldn't load up for me. It just
it's okay.
wouldn't
We
load.
can do it some other time. You have to go, right?
Yeah, I just don't know why it's not loading up the gold chart. Everything else is loading up. It's just the gold one. I don't know why it's not coming on.
It's okay. It's okay. We can do it
Yeah.
some other time.
Okay. I mean, I'll just finish this session. I'll send another link out if anyone wants to come on. See if that works. Yeah. I'll finish this one because a lot of guys probably just want to see the weekly analysis, and they probably got other things to do because I'm holding them everyone for such a long time. But I need that information out. That's the only reason. But what I'll do is I'll finish this call and I'll send another link out straight away, and let's see if I can get this working because gold chart is not uploading for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, I'll send the link out. If anyone available, they can come on, and if not, guys, I'll see you whenever. Yeah, Shay would ask a good question because this is that one candle reversal pattern which I just want to show you. Okay, now finish this call and then I'll jump back on again, see if I can get gold chat up. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you.